The little princess of the richest man's family ran to my house late at night to steal a dog. After she succeeded, she posted on Weibo, "I finally stole my son back." The picture was of her and a giant Alaskan pet dog. Half an hour later, the popular young actor William posted a selfie at home with the caption, "Woo, the dog was taken away by her mother. She is so lonely." The hot search instantly exploded, and netizens started to talk about the fairy love of the two. After I finished recording the show and returned to the villa, I looked at the empty room and was shocked. Where is my dog? In the early morning, I came home after recording a variety show. In the past, whenever my pet dog heard me input the password, he would run over and dig at the door frantically, but today, there was no movement at all. I pushed the door open and shouted its name while searching the room. "Peter, where are you? Dad is back." I shouted several times in a row, but it didn't respond. I searched every room, but still couldn't find any trace of it. Worried about Peter getting into trouble, I immediately checked the surveillance. On the screen, Sophia, the little princess of the richest man's family, tiptoed to my door and looked left and right. She entered the password and came in. Peter hadn't seen her for half a month, and he wagged his tail in a flattering manner and kept whining. Sophia put a leash on him and ran out. Such a silky process of stealing dogs made me laugh and cry. I quickly removed Sophia's WeChat from the blacklist and sent her a video call. She obviously expected me to contact her, and kept her phone next to her. When she saw the video pop up, she answered it immediately, but turned her head away proudly and didn't look at the camera. "Huh. Isn't it said that whoever turns back first is a dog? Why are you calling me?" I looked at Peter, who was eating snacks beside her, and said helplessly, "If you didn't come to my house to steal the dog, would I contact you? Do you know what it means to break into someone's house and steal other people's property?" Sophia is the granddaughter of the richest man. She has been spoiled since she was a child and is arrogant. She leaned on the sofa and touched Peter's head in a good mood. "I brought my son home." "What law did I break?" I reminded her. "I bought Peter." Sophia's red lips curled up into a smile. "I have been feeding him little by little since he was 2 months old. If you want to see Peter, just go home." After a day of recording the show, I was very tired and didn't want to talk nonsense with her. "I will give you $1 million, and Peter will be mine." Hearing this, Sophia stood up like a husky whose tail was stepped on, and her fur instantly exploded. "Michael, you are awesome." She hung up the video angrily. A few minutes later, Sophia deliberately posted a photo of herself and Peter on Weibo, captioning, "I secretly took my son from my boyfriend." I chuckled, childish. The next morning, before I woke up, my manager called me to record a variety show. Not long after Sophia hung up the video last night, she called me again, saying that Peter missed his dad. I leaned back in my chair sleepily and clicked on the trending searches out of habit. I didn't expect that the top 3 trending searches today were all about Sophia. Hashtag Little Princess William made a secret announcement late at night. Hashtag The Little Princess steals the dog late at night. Hashtag William responded and admitted their relationship. Hashtag Little Princess William is about to have good things happen. Hashtag Michael regrets bullying his husband. I couldn't help laughing when I saw the last trending search. Who came up with this title? Isn't it embarrassing? Prince Consort? I'm still the emperor. Ever since William debuted, every time he was on the trending search, he would definitely use me to criticize me and give me a bad reputation for stealing his resources. I followed the comments of netizens and clicked on William's Weibo. The latest one was a selfie he posted last night showing his abdominal muscles, with the caption, "Woo woo, the dog was taken away by its mother, so lonely." The time was half an hour later than Sophia's post, and she was at Edition. It went viral that night, and many big verses reposted it. Some netizens even edited the 2 videos that were completely unrelated together. "Oh my god, my 2 favorite people are together." 3 months ago, paparazzi found out that the 2 went skiing in Australia together. At that time, the little princess denied that she didn't go with William. Now she has been slapped in the face, haha. "William, are you publicly acknowledging your relationship because good things are about to happen?" The little princess is so humble in front of William. She has to sneak a peek at the dog in the middle of the night if she wants to see it. Haha. The little princess dotes on William so much. I'm so envious. Me? Sophia stole William's dog last night? But didn't he say in an interview before that he was afraid of dogs and would never keep one in his life? I glanced at the comments section and saw someone asking William, "Are you and the little princess really together?" William didn't reply. A few minutes later, he liked several highly popular comments wishing him and the little princess a happy marriage. This directly confirmed the rumors that he and Sophia were together. William has been so obvious, but he still keeps asking. Could it be that the people upstairs are haters sent by Michael? Just asking, are you a hater? If they are really together, why would they hide it? I think they are just faking it to get attention. William must have his reasons for not admitting it directly. Stop being sarcastic. When it's ready to be made public, William will definitely announce it on Weibo immediately. Get lost, trolls. The netizens were very angry and went to Sophia's comment area to ask, Sophia, is William really your boyfriend? Sophia quickly replied, who said that? Who said that? I don't even know him. William's fans were unhappy. If William knew you said that, he would be very sad. Sophia immediately retorted, what does it have to do with me whether he is sad or not? Besides, I don't drink porridge, don't call me porridge treasure. These comments were quickly pushed to the top. Netizens immediately took screenshots and posted them in William's comment section. Stop it, the little princess said she didn't know William at all, it's really a compliment to herself. The next second, he was besieged by William's fans. I've already told you it's not convenient to make it public now. The little princess will definitely deny it. You have nothing better to do than stare at William all day long. Didn't a certain singer deny it at first a few days ago, but after the official announcement, he continued to show off his affection on live broadcasts all day long. The agent also saw the trending search and said with an unpleasant face, you and William debuted at the same time, and both of you have established your own independent young persona. The fans of the two groups have always been at odds with each other. Now he is with Sophia, and you will probably be suppressed by him in the future. I felt like my head was about to explode. William really dared to do anything to get attention, even pretending to be Sophia's boyfriend. Seeing that I was distracted, my agent consoled me, don't worry too much. I will arrange work for you in the future so that you can avoid William. Today is the last episode of the show. Stay away from him and don't get into conflict with him. The RV stopped at the recording site, and as soon as I got out of the car, the camera was pointed at me and started recording. The comments were full of ridicule. Michael has serious dark circles under his eyes. I saw Brother William and the little princess official announcement last night. He must have not slept well all night, haha. The expression on his face is so sour, I'm afraid he is jealous. William's fans, did you not brush your teeth when you woke up today? Your mouth stinks. If Michael dares to compete with William for resources again, he will be blocked by the little princess in a minute. In the future, the little princess will bring William's resources to him with both hands. I arrived at the recording villa, and the guests all gathered around William to flatter him. The show is called Let's Fall in Love, and the guests are 4 men and 4 women. It uses real-time live broadcast, and everyone needs to live together for 3 days and 2 nights. At the beginning of the show, the director pointed the camera at William and asked him whether he and the little princess had made their official announcement last night. Well, William said embarrassedly, everyone will know when the time comes. The director didn't want to miss this wave of traffic, and continued to ask, William, can you tell us what happened last night? Was the little princess showing off her love by posting on Weibo late at night? William stamped his feet and pretending to be angry, she insisted on bringing the dog to accompany me to record the show. I didn't agree, so she childishly took the dog away while I was working. I was shocked watching William's immersive performance. How could he come up with so many plots without blushing or getting nervous? I couldn't help but ask, you said in an interview before that you were bitten by a dog when you were a child and you would never keep a dog again in your life. William lowered his head and smiled, looking towards the camera. I originally thought I would never have a dog again in my life, but she gave me a full sense of security and made me accept dogs again. There was a sigh on the barrage. Ah. I'm so happy. When Brother William mentioned the little princess, his face was so happy that it was bubbling. William's smile is so sweet. If this couple is not real, I will never believe in love again. How jealous is Michael of William? He even remembers everything he said during the interview. It's disgusting. Michael always bullies William, stealing his scenes and resources. Who is the one who is stealing the resources? Michael's jewelry endorsement was snatched away by William a few days ago, and he even marketed himself as a victim. Ugh. It's because the brand felt William's temperament was more suitable, not because William stole the brand. Little princess, can you please ban Michael right away? The director looked at the number of people in the live broadcast room and was secretly happy. The ratings were stable. He was about to dig deeper into how William and the little princess knew each other, when an assistant ran over and whispered something in his ear. The director nodded and smiled at William, his eyes narrowed into slits. William, the little princess sent you a gift, saying it was to accompany her mother to record the show. One of the guests exclaimed, could it be that the little princess brought the dog here? As soon as this was said, someone immediately started to respond. Brother William is so happy. The little princess loves you so much. Brother William's life is like a fairy tale, so happy that it makes people jealous. I really envy Brother William. When will God give me a little princess girlfriend? William was slightly stunned, gently pinched his fingertips, lowered his head and said, hey, don't say anything, I'll go out and take a look first. The director suggested that everyone go together. When everyone came out of the villa, they saw a staff member holding an Alaskan dog. Sophia's WeChat message popped up on my phone, honey, the old man called me to a meeting. Please take care of Peter. I'll pick him up in the evening. My eyelids twitched and I replied, I'm recording a live show. Why did you send Peter over? I know what you're up to. Take him back quickly. Sophia took a photo of me, I'm at the company. I locked my phone and took a deep breath. How could I get to the company in just a few minutes? William looked around and asked, is it just the dog? Sophia said she had to leave first because of something at the company, and asked me to leave the dog to its father. After that, the staff handed the leash to William. Alaska's hair is shiny and dense, fluttering in the breeze, and the guests can't help but reach out to touch it. Brother William, what's the name of the dog you and the little princess have? The speaker is Joseph, an artist who has just signed a contract with Sophia Family Media. His personality is a sober young man. William's ears suddenly turned red. This. How can I explain it? Seeing this, everyone started to make a noise. Wow, Brother William, I'm sorry. This makes me curious about what the name is. Hee, I guess this name must be related to Brother William. Everyone said something, and William cleared his throat amid the teasing of everyone and said, okay, I tell you, she insisted on naming the dog well, the porridge and ate treasure porridge. Joseph showed an envious expression. Wow, I've been fed a mouthful of dog food again. I can't record this show. The barrage of comments was full of sighs. The little princess loves William so much. She has to name her around William. I was fed dog food the whole time. Please leave the singles alone. I'm jealous. This Alaskan is so beautiful. I can tell at a glance that William takes good care of it. The corners of my mouth twitched in silence. Did Peter agree to change his name? Sharp-eyed netizens saw my expression and immediately attacked. What's that expression on Michael's face? I'm so jealous of him. What are you saying? Isn't it speechless when William speaks so disgustingly? Michael must be thinking about how to snatch the little princess away from William. He can only think about it this time. The little princess only likes William. She can't be snatched away by just any random guy. William smiled happily when he heard what Joseph said, and he led Alaska to the villa. But the dog sat there motionless, looking around, as if looking for something. Daddy, where are you? Wow, Darcy smells you. William smiled awkwardly at the camera. Well, let's go. Alaska turned his head away proudly, and this scene was strangely similar to Sophia. Thinking of this, I couldn't help but laugh. Peter heard my voice and tried to break free from the leash in William's hand. Ah, it's worthy of being the dog raised by William and a little princess. The movement of turning its head is so cute. It's so cute. William's fans, can you please stop praising it? The dog didn't even look at William. Ha ha ha, you're making fun of me. William's fans, come out and see, how come the little princess dog is not familiar with you, William? What nonsense are the haters talking about? If the dog is not familiar with William, how can it be familiar with Michael? William is the little princess's serious boyfriend. Yo, I'm dying of laughter. Did the little princess make it official? He's a serious boyfriend. Don't let it become a joke in the end. Don't mention it. I think Alaska just wants to find Michael. Bah. Well, if you like that bitch Michael, I'll eat shit upside down. I sneered at this comment and waved to Peter. Peter, come here. As soon as I finished speaking, everyone's eyes fell on me. When Peter saw me, his tail wagged like a propeller. He wanted to run to my side, but he was tied up by the leash. He was so anxious that he made a woohoo sound and kept scratching the ground with his legs. William tightened the rope with an unpleasant look on his face. Michael, what did you do to Will? Seeing Peter's distressed look, I strode over. Ha ha ha, I'm dying of laughter. Peter, do you think it's willing to go over there? Anyone with eyesight can see that it wants to find Michael. I suggest you stop watching the variety show and go to the hospital to see an eye doctor. Michael is so disgusting. He even schemed against the dog for traffic. Who planned it? Michael never met a dog. If Michael didn't do it, then why would Will want to go find him? You should ask your owner. Why doesn't his dog know him, but wants to get close to my Michael instead? William's fans were broken, and the dog didn't even bother to look at William. William felt a little embarrassed, and he yelled at the dog, "Well, if you don't listen, Mom won't buy you snacks anymore." After that, he pulled the rope again, and the Alaskan didn't even look at him, and barked at me excitedly. William couldn't hold back the smile on his face, and he grabbed the rope with both hands and kept pushing hard, forcing the dog to follow him. Peter's neck was strangled hard, and he seemed to be blind. I snatched the rope from William and said coldly, "It doesn't know you. No matter how hard you pull it, it won't go with you." William looked as if he had heard a big joke. He stretched out his hand and said sarcastically, "Michael, I know you like to steal my things, but please give the dog back to me. If it doesn't obey, I will teach it a lesson." "Are you sure you want to steal my dog in front of millions of viewers on the screen?" I sneered. "Did you really raise it?" The atmosphere at the recording site became tense. Peter didn't feel the tense atmosphere. He happily wagged his tail and jumped around me. I reached out and touched his head, met William's eyes that looked like he wanted to eat me, and said word by word, "Listen carefully, this Alaskan's name is Peter, not Well." There was a heated discussion on the barrage. Ha ha ha, I am dying of laughter. Is Michael still asleep? What he said is so crazy. I guess the next thing he's going to say is that he's the dog's father and the little princess boyfriend. To be honest, the dog seems to be more familiar with Michael and doesn't seem to know William at all. And the dog didn't react at all when he heard the name Well, but started wagging his tail when he heard Peter. Michael must have used some tricks. Last night, William directly at Ed the little princess in his Weibo post. Wouldn't she dare to do that if she's not her real boyfriend? What the above person said makes sense. I will turn off the microphone and see what happens. No way. William looked so scary just now. Does he have a grudge against this dog? I saw William strangling Alaska's neck. I saw that, too. I seriously doubt that William is the dog's owner at all. Almost as soon as I finished speaking, William pointed at me and loudly accused me, "What, Peter? It's called Well. You usually steal my roles, my endorsements, and my shots on variety shows. That's fine, but now you're even trying to steal my dog. After the last show aired, Sophia wanted to ban you. I spoke up for you, but now it seems you don't deserve any sympathy at all." The director motioned the camera to focus on me and William. He had a feeling that this show would definitely become the most popular variety show in recent years. William publicly admitted that he was the little princess boyfriend. Two popular young actors were confronting each other. Michael was about to be banned by the little princess. Any of these terms was enough to stir up a topic. Seeing that the popularity had almost reached a certain level, the director smiled and tried to smooth things over. In fact, all Alaskans look alike. "Michael, why don't you take a closer look? I often mistake other people's dogs for my own." He reminded me with his eyes that this was a live broadcast. I sneered, "Look at Peter, did I recognize the wrong dog?" The director looked down and saw Peter sitting at my feet, his eyes narrowed with joy. He clearly learned his flattering look from Sophia's husky. The director was a little embarrassed. The barrage also keeps scrolling. Michael is such a jerk. Can't you see that the director was trying to give him a way out? He actually refused to take the opportunity to get out. I'm speechless. Will you went to learn sign language? Didn't you see that it was the dog that was sticking to Michael? Don't wash off the paint powder. After today, we may not know if Michael will still exist in the entertainment industry. Ha ha ha. Wow. Brother William finally admitted his relationship with the little princess. I wish you and the little princess a happy marriage. Don't cry, William. I will always support you. I feel sorry for William. I don't know how Michael bullied him before, which made him break down and scream during the recording of the show. Everyone please go to Sophia's Weibo and comment, asking her to support William. William looks like he's about to break. William suddenly came over to grab the leash, but ended up pulling it off Peter's neck. Peter sensed the danger and immediately took an attacking stance, growling at William in warning. William's eyes turned red in disbelief. The barrage is still rolling. This ungrateful dog dares to attack its owner. This kind of dog should be killed. I feel so sorry for William, being betrayed by the dog he has raised for so many years. If the little princess knew that this dog actually helped outsiders bully her boyfriend, she would definitely euthanize it. Open your dead fish eyes wide and look carefully upstairs. It's not certain who the master is. The director had recorded so many variety shows, but this was the first time he couldn't control the situation. How about asking Sophia to come? He regretted the moment he said it. Who was he to dare to ask the little princess to come all the way for such a small matter? Unexpectedly, William blurted out, "Okay, I'll call her." This made me a little curious. When he came out to pick up Peter just now, his face was not at all flustered, but rather a little impatient. William deliberately dialed Sophia's number in front of me. The other party answered quickly. He cried and exaggerated the matter. "Woo woo, Sophia, come quickly." Well, it helped outsiders bite me. I frowned and looked at William, who was sobbing. There were sympathetic eyes around me. The largest media company in the entertainment industry is under the Sophia family group. If I offended Sophia's boyfriend, it would be equivalent to offending the entire entertainment industry. William didn't turn on the speakerphone, so no one knew what was said on the other end of the phone. He just wiped his tears and said, "Okay then, you go ahead and get busy. By the way, Will was also instigated by someone else. You just need to teach him a lesson tonight, but don't really euthanize him. I like Will very much." When I heard this, I knew that the person on the other end of the phone was definitely not Sophia. She would never say something like asking Peter to euthanize himself. William and the person on the other end of the phone became affectionate. "Love you, bye, wife. Love you, bye." After William hung up the phone, he seemed to have found someone to back him up. Sophia said that she will ask her assistant to ban you after she finishes the project at hand. I don't think there is any need to record today's show. Anyway, he paused deliberately. "You are going to be banned." There was a heated discussion on the barrage. The little princess finally took action to ban Michael. The atmosphere in the entertainment industry will be cleaner from now on. There's so much sweetness between the two of them, I can't bear to hang up the phone. The little princess really stands by William unconditionally. Even if it is a dog that William has raised for many years, if it is aggressive, William will have to euthanize it. Seeing William's smug look, I sneered, "Really? What a coincidence, I also know Sophia. When you called just now, I was also talking to her." There was an exclamation on the barrage. "Oh my God. What does Michael mean? I feel like my brain is not enough. It's so funny. He thinks that as long as he adds Sophia in the name, he can really be a little princess?" I turned on the speakerphone. "Sophia, did you hear what I just said? Someone wants to euthanize your baby." There was silence on the other end of the phone for a few seconds, and then Sophia's cold voice was heard. "Nonsense, my baby is you, not that stupid dog. I'll come to you right away." Peter seemed to understand that Sophia was calling him a stupid dog, and he snorted a few times. After hanging up the phone, I waved the phone in front of William and said in a teasing tone, "Your Sophia can't come. It's okay, mine can come." William warned me coldly, "Sophia is not someone you can mess with casually." Fans of both sides fought fiercely in the barrage. Michael went too far. He even pretended to call the little princess in front of William. Just now he heard William say that the little princess was busy, so he secretly changed a random name in the address book. Did he think he would not be blocked this way? Funny. I guess Michael will get a call from Sophia in a few minutes, and will make up all kinds of excuses to say he can't come. William's fans, can you please not be so dramatic? The little princess voice is so recognizable. Are you deaf? You can't even hear that. There are so many voice actors. Who knows if Michael chose these actors on purpose? Fans of both sides were arguing fiercely on the barrage, until half an hour later, a black Maybach appeared on the set. Everyone fell silent and looked over. Sophia got out of the car, her shirt sleeves casually rolled up, revealing a part of her wrist. The barrage exploded instantly. "Sophia. It's really Sophia. The little princess is so pretty. Her face is better than any other actress in the entertainment industry. I love it. No way, Michael really called Sophia? I don't want to know who called her now. I want her to be my wife now, okay?" With the arrival of Sophia, the number of viewers in the live broadcast room directly exceeded 5 million. Before I had time to walk to Sophia, William rushed over faster than me. "Don't you have work to deal with? Why didn't you send me a message in advance?" Me? Do these two people really know each other? There was an uproar on the barrage. "Pigment fans can give up now, your idol is just acting." It was so realistic that I almost believed it. I was so scared. I really thought the little princess was coming for Michael. Sophia glanced at the man in front of her with cold eyes and frowned. "Who are you?" William thought she was teasing him on purpose, and said shyly, "I'm your baby. You were sending me messages last night." His face flushed as he said this, and he looked very coquettish. Sophia smelled the pungent perfume on him and took a step back. Was this man blatantly spreading rumors about her in front of her boyfriend? Sophia said unhappily, calling you baby? Are you dreaming? There was a lot of ridicule on the barrage. What the hell? 2 levels reversed, ha 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 ha, oh my god. It was so embarrassing. The little princess didn't even know William, but he approached her with a smug look on his face. William's fans love to speak up, so the comment section is now open to you, feel free to speak your mind. What? Now you won't say anything when I ask you to? If you don't say anything, we pigment powder will start talking. William's eyes turned red. You, don't joke with me. Sophia was a little impatient. I never joke with strangers, stay away from me, I don't want my boyfriend to have any misunderstandings. The director was used to all kinds of situations in the entertainment industry, and she immediately realized that Sophia didn't know William at all. Before she could say anything, Joseph stood up first. Sophia, isn't your boyfriend brother William? Didn't you just say that you wanted the dog to accompany Dad to record the show? Sophia had just heard Michael's account of what happened on the phone. She held my hand and greeted everyone. Hello, I'm Michael's girlfriend. Hearing this, I glared at her in a warning, but Sophia acted as if she didn't see it. The little princess personally greeted the guests, and they were flattered. Hello, Sophia. Hello, Sophia, I'm Wang Bin, the director of this show. You and Michael are a perfect match. Joseph was stunned and wanted to say something else but was pulled aside by the director. William was heartbroken, tears rolling down his eyes. You said you don't know me, then what's the point of our chat records every night? A few days ago, I told you that someone in the entertainment industry bullied me, and you said you would help me ban him. After you posted on Weibo last night, I at you, and you didn't clarify, isn't that a tacit agreement? Sophia raised her eyelids and looked at the man who kept getting closer to her with a defensive look. William's eyes were red and swollen. You said it was because my name is William, and you changed the dog's name to Well. Sophia sneered when she heard this. Well? Will Peter agree if you call me by this name? William's face turned pale and blue. You also gave me the password of the villa. The password is 33799. Sophia and I looked at each other in shock. The password William said was actually true. Sophia was afraid of being misunderstood, so she explained anxiously, Michael, I really don't know him, and I don't know how he knew our password. William opened his phone and found the WeChat of Sophia. Look, you told me the password of the villa yourself. I took the phone and found that the person William was chatting with was named Sophia, and her profile picture was also hers. I clicked on her moments and was shocked. This person's moments were exactly the same as Sophia's, except that the posting time was 1 day different. I calmed down and returned the phone to William. This is not Sophia's WeChat. If you don't believe me, send her a video. William was furious. Impossible. This WeChat was personally pushed to me by Sophia's driver. 3 years ago, when I just debuted, my agent took me to a drinking party. I was forced to drink by an investor, and it was Sophia who asked the driver to help me out. Sophia's face turned completely cold. She had always had a good memory and quickly remembered what William said. It was Michael who saw someone getting drunk that day and asked the driver to deal with it, not me. William didn't want to believe it. Impossible. Sophia sneered. If Michael wasn't here, she wouldn't have said a word to this man. She took out her cell phone and called the driver to come over. Sophia, what do you want from me? Sophia laughed carelessly. After chatting with him for so long, don't you want to explain? The driver tremblingly wiped the cold sweat from his forehead, closed his eyes, and began to confess that WeChat is not Sophia's. The person chatting with you has always been me. At that time, I thought you were handsome and wanted to pursue you. But you kept asking me for Sophia's WeChat, and her was all you could think of, so I secretly created a small account and told you that it was Sophia's. Because of work, I accidentally added Sophia's WeChat before, and in order to prevent you from getting suspicious, I copied all the moments that Sophia sent to the small account. I really like you, and I have always wanted to confess to you, but I don't know how to say it. William raised his hand and slapped her. You are so disgusting. You actually pretended to be Sophia and chatted with me for 3 years. No wonder you refused to meet me during these 3 years, and you didn't accept the video I sent you. The driver apologized desperately. I'm sorry, William, I'm really sorry. She suddenly knelt on one knee and took out a ring that she had prepared for who knows how long from her pocket. William, although I'm not as rich as Sophia, I really like you. You also said before that you like my interesting soul. Let's be together, I will definitely treat you well. I earn more than 20,000 yuan a month. If you don't want to go to work, just quit your job and stay at home. I can support you. William had always wanted to marry into a wealthy family. Now that he knew it was all in vain, he lost all his rationality and didn't care whether he was live streaming or not. Get out of here. Who the hell do you think you are? Are you worthy of me? There was an exclamation on the barrage. Oh my God. William looks totally different from his usual sober self. You have all been deceived by William. He has never been a rookie. The things on the internet about him being suppressed and bullied by his predecessors were all directed and acted by him. Michael has never taken his resources away. Instead, he often snatched other people's resources. Is William an idiot? After chatting for 3 years, the other party refused to meet or video chat. Didn't he ever get suspicious? After seeing the hot search last night, I took a day off today to watch the variety show at home. The day off was worth it. It was so shocking. William completely lost control during the show, causing the show to end early. That night, he saw Sophia's Weibo post and didn't understand it at first. Later, he guessed that this might be some kind of hint from Sophia, so he posted a Weibo response. When he saw that his response post had not been deleted, he thought he had guessed right. After the show ended, the topic quickly dominated the hot search list. Hashtag the little princess's official boyfriend Michael hashtag. Hashtag William, the show is going crazy hashtag. Hashtag William boyfriend, little princess driver hashtag. Hashtag little princess, humbly begging for reconciliation hashtag. Hashtag William, negative information is flying everywhere hashtag. William went crazy in his agent's office, smashed everything on the table and yelled at his agent, I've been on the trending search for a few days, and I can't even remove it. Are you a loser? The agent stopped coddling him and slapped him to quiet down. He took out a stack of termination documents from the drawer. How dare you get mad at me? I have invested so much resources in you, how do you repay me? These are all termination contracts sent by the brand. According to the contract, because you have caused the brand image to be damaged, you have to pay 10 times the liquidated damages. William threw the contract aside and said, I won't sign it. I have created so much value for the company. Now that something has happened to me, the company wants to kick me out? Don't even think about it. The agent looked at him. He had seen all kinds of artists over the years. He said coldly, according to the contract, if you cause losses to the company due to your personal reasons, the company has the right to unilaterally terminate the contract and demand 10 million yuan in compensation from you. If you sign the termination contract obediently, the company will not have to pay compensation, and you only need to compensate the brand. William knew that the company had completely given up on him. He cried and laughed in the office, how can I afford to pay them back? All the money I earned in the past few years has been taken away by the company. What can I use to pay them back? The agent said coldly, that's something you should consider. William cried and begged, Sister Guan, I can't afford to pay so much liquidated damages, please help me think of a solution, I beg you. The assistant knocked on the door outside, Director, the newly signed artist has arrived and is waiting for you in the conference room. The agent stood up, looked at William and said coldly, sign the contract, pack up and leave. Don't make a scene. After William terminated his contract with the company, he sold all his belongings, but it was still not enough to pay the penalty. After being sued by the brand, he was put on the list of dishonest persons. Later, when William wanted to sign contracts with other media companies, he was blacklisted without exception. After the driver was fired by Sophia, she looked for William many times, but he scolded her away every time. After the variety show was broadcast, Peter became an overnight sensation. A production crew approached me and Sophia, hoping that we could bring him to the variety show. I don't know how many calls like this I've received recently. Sophia hugged me from behind, her warm breath whispering in my ears, Michael, let's get married. I chuckled, isn't it said that whoever looks back first is a dog? Sophia smiled shyly, I'd like to marry you.